Some of the biggest problems that people have when they're in ketosis and they are networking and marketing the product is that they are trying to make money off of it. Now, if you're in network marketing and if you're in ketosis, that's that cannot be the reason why you that can't be your motivation. Money cannot be the motivation because you're going to have epic failure after epic failure. The number one thing you want to focus on is is giving people value and a clear solution to their problems. If you're going to sell to people, if you're going to pitch to people, they're just going to turn away from it. But if you brag about the the pain that people are going through, if you brag about now, if you use ketosis and you benefited from it, then you have tremendous leverage because then you can talk about your pain that other people most certainly are going through, and that's what you want to focus on. Don't worry about how the how you, how you really look or what your background is. I mean, look at what's in my background. It's really nothing impressive. What people are really trying to get a hold of is the content. They really are looking for just like good quality content. They want to know you, and they are honestly looking for just advice from a friend. They want somebody they can connect to, right? So that's what you got to do. Your friends, right? They're going to come to you with problems. They're going to come to you with problems. You catching that? So if somebody feels like, hey, this person is like a friend of mine, they feel this connection, this emotional connection. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to connect with every single one of your prospects, but if you're just starting out in ketosis, you can branch out and you can reach out to people. You can just get in touch with them, and then you can tell them, tell me about, you know, why you want to lose weight, or what's the thing you're struggling with most. And that's what brings me to this point is I want to look at this guy's video, point out a few things, and then he has a phenomenal solution to this problem. Now, again, my buddy of mine is in ketosis, and I just wanted to do a little search and see what is it. So we were looking at this, and this guy's name is Eric Bird. Huge subscriber list. He put this up about a year ago, and he is bragging all about ketosis. As soon as look 4 seconds into it, the guy is immersed into the content that is in ketosis. He introduces himself, and then he immediately goes into what is ketosis, how the body is going to benefit from the ketosis diet, and what the problems are that people are having, that how the ketosis is going to be the solution to these problems. And you're like, oh, well, that just kind of makes sense. Yeah, it rolls off the tongue nice, but guess what? Some people just don't get it. You got to provide a solution to the problem that people have. So, with this, I watched this video, and I honestly watched it like all the way through, and I really enjoyed the content, even though I personally, um, I don't have a huge sugar consumption problem like I used to. I was always sick. I was incredibly ill, and then I would honestly, I would go to the altar at my church to pray, and then I started to realize it was like something else is just wrong here, and I realized that with the help of my wife, that it was because what I was eating was basically killing me. So when you change what you eat, you actually will change the way you feel. It's totally true. So you cut out sugar. That's what this guy is starting to talk about. He talks about the benefits of cutting your sugar down to 2 teaspoons a day. Now it seems wild to some people, but really, he says the majority of people's problems come from you consume so much sugar, and then it goes and it turns into like fat, and that gets stored into like liver, and then that causes problems in there, and then you get bad cholesterol, you have memory loss, you have poor blood sugar, uh, blood pressure levels, and he's got all these terms down here I'm not familiar with, and some of it is illegible. He's got acronyms here I don't understand what they mean, but all I know is that he was talking about the really main point. Don't combine sugar with fat and protein. So you don't want to ever do those kind of things. What I really liked is that he takes the time to explain the benefits of ketosis, and he just provides nothing but value. He never says anything like, "Oh, buy my stuff," buy this now, or he doesn't give any kind of commands like that. He just goes into, hey, you got a problem, let's talk about it. So then from there, he gives you this little quiz. Now, this is basically a very clever landing page, which I'm almost pretty jealous of it. So let's see if we can just move this over here. So it talks about a free body type quiz. Now this is very integrated quiz, but you can make something that's just generic that talks about, hey, what are your struggles? Like, what are you actually going through? You can use SurveyMonkey, and you can just have people fill out a survey and tell them, you know what, this is exactly how I feel. You know what you could do too is that you can mirror what he's actually got right here, and you could put it in your survey. Do you have, where do you hold the weight? Where do you struggle losing weight? Sagging belly, hips and thighs. And then you could just continue to just go through all of this, and then every time you select one, just keep going, ask the next question, which foods do you crave the most? And then, create a list. Create a list that people actually want to take because they are looking for a solution to a problem. Now, this guy, he's obviously, it looks like he's using like a really impressive theme, probably Divi theme um, for WordPress blog. But anyway, this is just an amazing little quiz. You can just keep going through and keep going through and keep going through. And so by the time you get to the end of it, then he asks for your email. And then he emails you the results. So that's what you can do. That's what you can do. You can like go to SurveyMonkey, create your own survey. I encourage you to go check this guy out. Don't copy everything verbatim. It's a little hard, but you can figure it out. Just put your personality into it. Make sure that people realize that this isn't Dr. Burke talking to you, but it's actually, you and whoever you are. So do you see the value behind that? That's what you want to give to your customers. You don't want to continuously say, buy this, lose weight. It sounds like caveman speak. You don't want to do that to people. You want to make aware, you want to bring their pain back to them. You want to discover their pain, and you want to provide a pain reliever. And that's what you can do, guys. All right, so if this was helpful, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button. You can leave a comment, and you share it, subscribe to my channel. I love helping people network on the internet and make more money online. And if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click on the link below to visit my blog and just read up on all sorts of free content that I have there, and we'll just take it one step at a time. All right, my friends, take care. Bye.